Hello, this is Dr. Eve Ruiz of Dr. Eve Spirit Speaks, and I am here with my angel tarot cards to do a reading for you for the week of September 17th through September 23rd. First thing I am doing, after having already set up the energy in this room, I already have our pillar archangels surrounding us. I already have our spiritual entourage above us, ready to channel messages through these cards for this upcoming week. To pick 3 cards and would like for you to listen closely for any messages that Spirit may wish for you to take in, so that you may carry on with a more mindful week. This is about not only dealing with challenges, but how to overcome them or how to grow to the other side. Okay? So, the first card that I have is the 6 of Water card. All right? Okay. So, this is a card that says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, and romanticizing the past. Now, when I'm looking at this card, I am seeing that some things that we may have been fulfilled by when we were younger are no longer there when we look back. But we might be glamorizing or acting as though it would be better to step backward, go into a situation that we had already been in order to recoup that which we might feel we've lost. This card is to affirm that the answer is not to move backwards. We have already experienced our childhood or the last phase, our phase of more naivete. We've already learned some lessons. If there is something that is missing from our lives right now, it's actually more important to move forward and to be looking for new blessings to grab onto and to take into the beauty of our lives. Because the only way to manifest that which we are striving for is to allow the universe to provide it for us. I'm not talking about sitting still and doing nothing and just saying, I'm going to meditate until I get this thing. What I'm talking about is that in order for us to accomplish our purpose of soul growth here on earth, what we need to do is to set up a game plan for how we can achieve our purpose down here, how we can help our community, our global community, to uplift from where they are by using our innate talents, okay, and using our passionate drive to service others. And when all of us have this type of emphasis in mind and in heart, then all the rest of us are benefiting in kind. And in this way, we interdependently help each other grow through our own personal life lessons while here. So, in order for us to take care of our needs, this card is the Suit of Water. So this is talking about something that we might feel emotional about. The number 6 is right now in reference to the 6th chakra, that mental activity, that inner eye that we use. So, as I've mentioned before when we've pulled the 6th card, the 6th card is about mental activity, using that third eye, which is, of course, key among the chakras for when we want to manifest, right? Okay, so in the midst of creating, designing, planning, strategizing, carrying through to our end goal of manifesting that job, that the wonderful results from that project we've invested so much in already, that great relationship, whatever it is that you're focused on achieving, be aware that with this card, it is important to be thinking in terms of, if this happens or this happens that might get in the way of my manifesting, I'm going to go through it right now and figure out how I will get around that. Because in this way, I am learning new lessons and I am gaining a richer inset of wisdom, as opposed to simply going back and glamorize to when I thought that my needs were being filled when I was younger. But while certain needs were being filled, we are growing older now. Our needs are more complex, they are more mature and more far-reaching, as are our goals to providing for others as well as for ourselves. Because in doing so, in providing to this world, blessing this world, in fact, this universe, this is when the universe then blesses us back. Okay? So in order to do that, we are now more capable to be accomplishing and to be taking steps along the way. So as we move forward toward manifesting that which we want this week, it is important to remember that it's through our decisive actions, through our using our third eye, and not only planning and dreaming about all the wonders and the beauty that can come when we achieve our goal. It's also about looking ahead with optimistic realism and anticipating the difficulties that may lie ahead so that we can be prepared to handle them if they arise. Okay? All right. This next card is a card that is of the suit of air. This is a card that is using our thoughts, our thinking power, our mindset. Okay? The number 3 is a number of creativity and thinking outside the box. It's also an earlier number within a numeric journey. Okay? Now, the phrase on this is saying great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. Now, I am doing a reading that will have within it elements that will apply to you in some regards and will not apply to you in others. Better stated, it is important for you to simply listen after you have maybe taken a few deep breaths, expressed your intention to the universe, to receive whatever messages divine has intended for you to take in from what I speak about here. So, is everyone going to be achieving great sadness this week? No. However, there is a phrase that may stand out for you. Perhaps the one that says, take time to heal. Healing can be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. So, you may be the one who is noticing that you have been running full charge ahead, taking care of many tasks along the way, and you may feel very proud of that. And deservedly so, you've done the work. However, it may be that you may not have replenished your energy. Your chakras need to be full of energy so that they may perform, they may move, just like gears in an engine or in any type of machine. We need the gears to be working smoothly with nice, even movement so that as one gear affects another, which may affect this part over here and then this other part, by the time we're through with all that movement over time, we have had purposeful forward motion. Notice a theme here, a lot of purposeful forward motion is being talked about today. Now, I'm going to move on from the business of chakra healing and other kinds of healing to the final message, which simply might be that you have the need to forgive yourself or others. from whatever the point of contention, misunderstanding, unintended or intended, may have taken place. Things will get better. You just need some time to consider what has happened, to accept what has happened, because you can always do something to make things better after the fact. We can't change the past, but we can let go of the energy that's no longer serving us from that time. So you may find yourself forgiving someone else or yourself during this week, and it will only lighten your load. The third card I have is the 8 of Water card. So this card is talking about a desire to move on. For someone, it might be literally moving to another location, another job, a home in a new state. It could be anything, relationship. The second sentence is the search for something more meaningful. It could be that you have been going through motions, you've gotten very adept at what you do, and now it's time to go deeper, to go more full out, get more intense, get more passionate. This may involve simply investing more energy in what you've been doing, being creative and coming up with new ways to apply your skills. It may have to do with graduating entirely from what you've completed and moving on to the next. The last sentence is spiritual and emotional growth. So with this card, we see empty chalices and someone moving on. It could be that all the treasures have already been used up by many others who have been here, and you are coming and seeing that what you expected to be there isn't. These words may be applying perfectly to at least one of you out there. Another possibility is that you and a few select others have enjoyed the treasures from all of these goblets, and now is the time to begin foraging for more. It's time to move on, to spread your wings, find another place to gain fulfillment while you are serving the world. Now, I just want to say that I received such a positive response from the first reading that it is my privilege to come to you with this second reading. And for those of you who tuned into the first reading and see these cards in comparison to those, we have definitely unique situations presented here in comparison to what we had the prior week. What is happening is less important. This is what I'm getting right now. This is not something that is new for you to hear. It is simply something that Divine is bringing through for you to understand that regardless of what situations you find yourself in, positive or negative, things that might seem like a blessing or things that you might not recognize the blessing in yet, what is more important than the situation that arises for you is how you treat the situation. So remember, with this 3 of Air card, time of great sadness for those of you who experience that. For the 8 of Water card, if you are experiencing the search for something more meaningful and experiencing a lack of fulfillment where you currently are. If you are feeling the temptation to glamorize the past, whether or not this situation seems good for you, you can make it good for you by making the best choices possible to elevate your energy, which will help you to perceive the situation as more manageable and with positive results that you can use to your strength to improve your position in other areas of your life, including revisiting this type of situation you're experiencing now when it reappears. So be sure that you keep your eye at the light at the end of the tunnel if you're not seeing it right in front of you. There is light right in front of you. It's a matter of your digging deep to find it if you don't see it at first. This is Dr. Eve Ruiz of Eve Spirit Speaks, MD. I'm going to stick with that one instead of switch to the other. I wish for you this week to stay well, to be you, and to move forward into your blessings. The universe has put them in place and they are waiting for you to uncover. Whether they are waiting under a disguise for you to work through, or they're in plain view. Until next time, namaste.